Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than
Yo, what's up, chat? What's up, everyone? Welcome. I wanted to run through a quick match I just played before we start the stream, just to run through with some of my thought processes. I want to also kind of showcase how you should effectively use VIQ to apply pressure onto enemies. So yeah, let's get into this. We'll do this in 2x speed, and I'll kind of explain what I was doing. So let's look at the lanes here. I'm running a Poppy top, Akali mid, and Kog'Maw Seraphine bot lane. Essentially what I'm doing at the beginning of a game is I'm finding my strong side of the map and I'm finding my weak side of the map. I'm finding my win cons, I'm finding my 2v2s. Do I win the top 2v2? Do I win the bot 3v3? Right? That's kind of what's going through my head right now. How do I want to path? That's what you want to be thinking in the first minute of the game. So let's look at my lanes. Kog'Maw Seraphine lane is a lane that isn't necessarily going to get priority, and they want to farm and scale. So essentially, I want to start bot lane and path up to Poppy. Right. The other reason I want to path up to Poppy is Poppy actually took Ignite, so she wants a kill lane, right? When you have Ignite in the top lane, it becomes very volatile, and if you can get a lead there, it becomes extremely easy for you to carry, right? So I want to ignore bot, let them scale, and then go to top lane. What's up, Snowball? So let's do this. Let's clear up. We're doing a pretty standard buff Gromp clear. So the reason why I used to do full clears on Vi, and the reason I swapped from doing full clears to buff Gromp clears is because they just weren't as efficient, right? Vi cannot full clear as effectively as other junglers can, but her level 3 with double buff is actually very strong. So right here, we're trying to set up a dive here. I'm looking at the minion wave. It's a little rough. I end up seeing Nocturne here, so I'm gonna wait. I commit. I see Nocturne, they flash, we go on Jax here. Nothing much we can do there. We shove the wave, Akali TPs, and I can't contest Scuttle Crab here. The reason I can't contest Scuttle is because Jax just TP'd and Akali has to reset. We also have no vision, so we're just going to concede Scuttle and path bot lane. I am currently running a Divine Sunder Manamune build, so I think I reset for just the tier and boots. Yeah, tier and tier 1 boots because that's all I can really afford. I want to path bot here, look for something. I don't think anything happens. Yeah, nothing happens. I look for Scuttle. Thankfully, Scuttle's up, so we'll hit the blue ward, wait for Q. We missed the Q because we're bad, but, you know, happens on first game of the day. Yeah, what's up, Rump? We see Nocturne top lane here. Not a lot we can do. I do know his Gromp is up, so there's a little mistake by me, where I should have run into Nocturne's jungle. Yes, I don't have bot lane priority. The chances of bot lane running up to me is actually pretty high because they're pinging, so... Karma gets away here. I definitely should have gone for Gromp and then left. Going for Gromp and Wolves is greedy, but I definitely should have gone for Gromp. I would have had enough time. So, whatever, it happens. We do Raptors, we do mid gank. It's not too bad. I know the enemy bot lane reset, so we're going to look for a dragon here. So this is the first team fight of the match. So let's slow it down here. This is a very risky fight to take because we don't have Akali, but I have faith in my team and myself to play this properly. So we're focusing drag, we smite. Press Q. The moment Dragon's dead, we press Q, look for a target, we find not. Right? Connect, commit, and then now we're going to Nocturne. Target. It's all about target selection here. So right here, I should have kept running, but it's fine. We end up burning both of Kai'Sa's summoners here. And Kai'Sa gets a 2-for-1. Definitely not terrible for us. I think that's pretty worth for us. It puts us in a pretty good spot. Kog'Maw gets some gold. We get Dragon. Honestly, Dragon is the reason why we win that. So, we'll take it. Not bad. Why Electrocute and not Hellblades? Good question, man. So, I used to run Electrocute. I used to be Hellblades. I used to be a big advocate of Hellblades, but it did get nerfed recently. It went from an 8-second CD to 12-second CD. That change wasn't really meant for... It wasn't really meant for junglers. It was meant for laners, right? Because usually CD nerfs don't affect junglers that much, but it's actually different. Vi is a very specific case where your Q CD on Vi was essentially the same CD as Hellblades. So every time you wanted to Q in and look for small trades, your Hellblades was up. Vi has that hit and run playstyle. That's kind of how you want to play Vi. You want to Q in, you want to jump out. You know, that's kind of what you want to do. And Hellblades allows you to just have that playstyle. You know, it just synergizes so well with the rest of your kit. So ever since they nerfed it, it's like, well, it's not as consistent anymore. So you want to run Electrocute, and Electrocute is just easier to proc. It's more consistent, and the CDs are, you know, it's a pretty big gap of CD, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah, Vrog. So we're looking bot here. I have R. So, okay, let me show you guys. This is the first example of how to properly utilize VIQ. Okay, this is what's gonna make you a good or Vi player. Is this right here? So, I'm gonna run through the play, watch it, and then I'm gonna explain my thought process, explain why I did what I did. So let's just watch. Okay, so let's explain that. There's a lot that goes behind that Q. Alright, so let's run it down. So here. Right here, I'm running. So I don't need to press Q yet. There's no need for me to press Q. All I need to do is break the distance between me and the enemy champion. All I have to do here is break this distance, right? Get as close as possible. So look at my pathing. I'm just running straight towards her. Right here, I realize, okay, she has nowhere to run to. I imagine a circle around me, a circle of pressure, right, with my Q. Just imagine a big circle of where I could be potentially with my Q, right? This Q is very important. Kog'Maw is really low HP, and Kai'Sa is pretty much full HP. I have to land this Q. This Q is very, very imperative. I could either A, walk up and not Q, or if I'm confident in myself, press Q in a scenario like this, right? So I think pressing Q is the right play here because I trust myself to land this, right? So I press Q. Let's slow it down a bit. And look at my movement. Look at my movement. I'm not doing anything but moving closer and closer to Kai'Sa. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is closing the gap, not allowing her to move, right? The moment here, how is Kai'Sa gonna dodge this Q? She's not. Like, there's no shot that she dodges this Q, right? She cannot. Look at the distance between me and Kai'Sa. It's guaranteed to land. So I'm waiting a little bit, waiting for that slight movement, and there, it's over. All I have to do is Q in this direction, and she can't do anything. Why? Because she's stuck on a wall. You want to use terrain to your advantage. I herded her, right? It's like sheep herding. I want to herd her into an area that makes it easier for me to land my Q. So I pretty much forced her into this really, really bad scenario where she has nowhere to go. I know she has no flash, so I'm perfectly okay with like queuing this way, and she can't get over me, you know? We have the wall here. It's just free. It's literally just free. I just Q and she dies. Boom. Auto. E. And she's dead. 100%. And we clear the wave. Alright. So would you say Electrocute now over Hellblades? Yes. I would 100% say Electrocute over Hellblades now. Yeah. I have more examples coming up ahead of how to use VIQ, but that's just one of them, right? You want to break the distance, you want to herd the enemy team, right? When you use your Q ability, the moment you start charging your Q ability, that is all pressure. You're applying pressure on the enemy team, right? They're going to start acting like sporadically, they're going to start dodging. If they have any form of CC, they're going to try it. Seen a few people use Conqueror, what do you think about it? It's very inconsistent. It's really hard to get good utilization out of Conqueror, so I just don't use it. Like, it's very hard to stack it up effectively on her and also get like really good value out of it. Oh, god damn it, crazy. yes, I prefer Electrocute over Hellblades. By the way, guys, this is gonna be a YouTube video, so if you guys missed anything, I'm gonna post it later today and you guys will check it out, okay? I promise. So definitely look forward to that. So here, I know Nocturne's red's up. We did see him bot lane. So he should be pathing top side. I know he's coming to his red or Krugs. So we're going to just look for a top gank. We see Nocturne. Cool. We call it off. Like, hey, we can't do this. Nocturne's here. I want to just try to chunk him out. He dodges. Whatever. We just leave. No biggie. I want to look for Rift Herald here, realistically. So I'm like, you know what? We don't have bot prio. Nautilus did path up slightly, but I think we're fine to take this. I'm pretty strong. Let's speed it up a bit. Yeah, we're just here with Poppy. I do a little mistake here. Where here, I should commit right here. I should commit to the Rift here, so I do back off for no reason. But Nocturne's too scared to move up. We're gonna smite, press Q. Nocturne presses R. He's gone. I'm gonna just go for Karma. I know she's here. Don't think I needed an ulti, but whatever. It's not a big deal. Poppy lives. We go Karma. Nice. Good job, boys. My entire top side is up, so let's clear that. Let's just clear our top side here. We see Dragon coming up as well, so we want to do that. One of the things on Vi is one of the best champions in the game at securing objectives. When it comes to objectives like Rift Herald, when it comes to objectives like Dragon. She's very good at taking them very early on. So you want to prioritize these. You want to highly prioritize these objectives whenever you can. Of course, you don't want to do it and force your team into a bad position. You want to do it when you can either sneak it or when it's just free. So right here, I'm gonna reset. I'm going for a Manamune build, so let's go here. Cool. I full buy my Manamune and I'm sitting on a Boots Longsword. So for people who don't watch my stream often, I'm a very big advocate of Tier and Doran's Blade on first back. So Tier, the reason you go Tier on first back is because you want to stack it as quickly as possible. And the reason you go D-Blade on your first back is because D-Blade just gives a bunch of stats. For 450 gold, you're getting 8 AD, 80 HP, and 2.5% Omnivamp. All stats that Vi benefits from very heavily. So this is good. Cool. I look at the timer. Every time I gank or do something when I have Rift Herald, right? When you have Rift Herald in your pocket, you want to tell yourself, okay, how can I get the most gold for this Rift Herald, right? Keep in mind, turret platings drop at 14 minutes. Rift Herald does about 2,000 true damage, right? So when it comes to taking turret platings, every time a turret is low on HP, it gains resistances, right? So look at mid turret. It's 15 armor, 15 MR. Let's go to top turret. It's 4 plates. It's 50 armor, 50 MR. What that means is you want to drop Rift Herald when the turret is about 2.5 plates, right? One last question. Finish Manamune or build after tier stack? You always build Manamune first. Always, always, always. Look at the amount of AD it's giving me. For the gold that it costed me, it's giving me 60 plus AD, 500 mana, 15 ability haste, and it is scaling. That is crazy good. That is crazy good for a first item. So I'm always building this. I'm always, always, always building this. It is essentially, it's replacing warrior, right? If you were a big warrior user, which I mean everyone should have been, it's Vi, you know. Manamune is replacing warrior essentially in this build. The early AD is just super nice. The early attack damage allows you to just to snowball early game. So yeah, cool. We're doing that. I see. Okay, I have 3 minutes before I have to look for a Rift Herald play, so we're gonna hold on to Rift. We don't need to use it. So let's just hold on to it. We get Dragon for free, and we get Scuttle here. So cool. Let's see the objective timer. Sorry about that, and then scoreboard. All right, cool. Nothing much up right now. Let's just farm. Let's just get our capture, right? We don't really want to look for ganks. My ult's not up yet. It's coming up, but let's just get some camps. Realistically, on Vi, you only really want to be looking for ganks if A, the enemy team has summoners down, and they're easy to gank because they're overextended, or B, you have your ultimate up. For the most part, you're only looking for ganks when it meets one of those two requirements. When it's either like guaranteed or you have your ultimate, so it's a lot easier to pull off, right? The reasoning behind this is you want to be efficient with your jungle clears, right? You want to be farming as much as possible while simultaneously looking for as many ganks as you can. And that's just what's worked out for me. That's kind of what I've kind of told myself as. I'm not ganking this person unless A, they're immobile and they have CDs that are down that I can abuse, or B, I have my ultimate, so it doesn't matter if those CDs are down, you know. Ganking and burning CDs, it's not it's definitely not a bad thing, but you definitely don't want to be doing it all the time, because you can get punished by enemy junglers. Right now, League is a very farm heavy game at the moment, so you need to be farming as much as possible. We get a free mid gank. Look at this. I look at the timer and say 13 minutes. Okay, I have 1 minute to drop Rift. If I fight this, there's a chance I could die, so I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna drop Rift mid and get the guaranteed plates mid lane, right? I don't want to risk anything. We'll just do that. We end up not dying, so cool. Like, okay, whatever. I didn't get that much utilization out of Rift, but it could have been worse. I could have died and gotten 0 plating gold, you know? I had no clue what was going on because of the Nocturne ultimate, so. Nocturne's dead, Kai'Sa's dead. The only person who can contest me on this is Nautilus. Karma is not going to run to this blue buff and defend it because her mid tower is dying and she's going to miss out on CS. Nautilus can, but I mean, it's Nautilus. I'm not scared of him, so I'm just going to take the blue, you know? And cool, we look for reset. So again, we're going Divine second, right? So let's see what we get here. I love Sheen. There you go. Yeah, I go Sheen Phage. So what I like to do is I like to buy tier 1 boots. Usually, I don't like buying it on my first pack unless I have no other options. I like buying it on my second pack, but I don't upgrade tier 2 boots unless I absolutely have to, or after my Divine Sunder. I like to prioritize tier 2 boots after my first 2 legendary buys. So my mythic and then my legendary buy. I prefer tier 2 boots after that because you don't really need the movement speed. It's definitely nice, but the full item is much better. So right here, Nautilus is here. I don't have my team. I'm not going to contest this. I'm just going to concede. I'm not going to be greedy. So let's just move down to our farm. Our bot lane's shoving anyways. And yeah, we're playing for Dragon here. Right now, I've set up a win con. A, we're going to farm and scale up because we have Kog'Maw, and B, we're gonna pressure dragons because we're up 2 drags now. So those are the 2 win cons here. It's Kog'Maw and then Soul. Those are our win cons. We are constantly reminding ourselves throughout the game. What do I need to play for? How do I want to win this game? If you're constantly telling yourself these things, you won't forget and you won't autopilot. Something I see a lot of players do, which I do myself as well, is autopilot. You kind of just start. You don't really start. You lose your focus of the game and you forget where your win cons are. You forget where you should be playing, and that is something a lot of players do. That is something that I do. So you have to constantly tell yourself, okay, what are my win cons, and just repeat them. Just repeat them. It's the easiest thing. Just tell yourself. Win con, win con, win con. Kog'Maw, Soul. Kog'Maw, Soul. That's all I'm saying to myself in my head. Kog'Maw, Soul. Kog'Maw, Soul. We just want to scale up and farm, and we want to pressure dragons. That's it. We don't want to do anything else. If it's not free, then we're not taking it because it's not towards our win con. If it's not playing towards our win con, then we're not playing towards it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna like ignore Kog'Maw and play for Poppy. Like right here, my bot lane just overextends and gets caught. But I can't look right now. I have to wait for Akali. I know I can Q this. I flash here just to close the distance between me and Jax. And we're just playing so. Look at the way I'm playing. I'm playing around my CDs. I'm playing a hit and run by. This is hit and run by. I'm playing around my CDs. I don't want Nocturne to flash over, so I ult him. My team dies, whatever. This is what you want to be doing. You want to be jumping in, you want to be jumping out. That's all you're doing on Vi. I don't want to lose mid turret here, so I catch mid wave. I don't care if I take damage. Who cares? Just shove the wave. This Kai'Sa has the biggest balls, by the way. Look at this. No fear in his eyes, man. Actually, no fear, man. I walk up to him with a fully charged Q and he says, nah, fuck that. He's actually trolling, though, because I realized, wow, Kai'Sa just reset. I can shove mid, get mid prio, and force dragon. Cool. We burned Jack's TP, so we want to force dragon. We know Kai'Sa's still in base, so we have a good 20 seconds where we can fight without Kai'Sa here. So we force drag. My team's coming. I have a Kali TP. I'm not scared. I'm going to charge Q. Wait for Nautilus. They move back. Cool. Let's go on dot here. Q auto E. Look at that. Q auto E. I'm spacing. I'm just Q auto E and I'm spacing myself. Jax goes in. I got to peel. I missed this Q because I'm bad, or because Nocturne made everything just unseeable. We want to peel. We didn't peel properly, so this is kind of my fault. We should have peeled better. I wasn't fully paying attention. So again, I messed up playing for Kog'Maw there. Happens. We do get a little greedy and over chase here, but we know that death timers are long enough to the point where we can try to go for this. Doesn't happen, so we just rotate back to drag. And we're chilling. Free Dragoon. So again, Kog'Maw and Soul. That's what we're playing for. We're playing for Kog'Maw scaling and we're playing for dragons. Cool. My entire top side, my entire bot side is up. So realistically, I should full clear up to my my Rift Herald here. Rift Herald drops at 20 minutes, so we have a good 2 minutes to get the second Rift. Definitely not like a high priority, but it definitely, if we can get it, we want to pick it up. Nothing much happens here. We're just farming. Let's look at our items here. I think I reset because I have Divine, right? Let's see. Q, reset. Yeah. I have Divine at this point. So I should do... I think I have enough for Divine, Tier 2 boots, either Pink Wards or components of Sterix. So let's see. Divine. Okay. Sell refillable for... Okay, components of Sterix. Pink Wards. There's no real need for Pink Wards right now just because of the fact that there's no objectives up for the next 2 minutes, right? For the next minute and a half, there's no objectives, so I don't need pinks. Pinks definitely would have been a little bit better, probably, than the Ruby Crystal or the Longsword, but I decided agreed. My team dies, whatever. We don't lose anything other than Rift Herald. It's not the end of the world. I'm hovering here, waiting for Akali to move up. Let's get rid of this. All those flashes. I'm going to focus on Karma here so I can get her, force her flash out of the pit. Cool. They're gone. I'm tanky here. I have Divine. I can ult this. I'm not scared of 3 of them. I'm not. I'm very tanky. You kill her. Cool. And then Akali cleans up. Pretty fair. Just like that. On Assassin Vi, you cannot look for ults like that. Look at my health. If I was Assassin Vi, I'm dead there. I commit my ulti. Nocturne's just trolling. So, I mean, I'll take it. His red buff was up. He was 1 HP. He has to reset. He didn't. I punished him for it. Cool. Let's also get another wave. Everyone's dead here. The only person who can contest us is Jax and Nautilus, but they're not here yet, so we have time. How do you feel about Serpent's Fang this game? I hate Serpent's Fang, man. I'm never going to build Serpent's Fang. They could have like 10 billion shields and I wouldn't build it. Just because there's just... Vi wants other items. Like Serpent's Fang, I don't know, man. I'm already building Man Immune. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I do enough damage as is. You'll see me melting shields this game. It's not even that I'm fed. It's like the build just actually does a lot of damage. So here I see them pathing towards Baron, so I think I'm gonna ping it. Yeah, I'm gonna ping my team. I end up seeing Kai'Sa on the mid wave, so I'm like, okay, cool. They're not doing it. They need Kai'Sa. There's no shot they do this without Kai'Sa. They absolutely need her. So we look at that. My team's coming, and I'm like, hey, Kai'Sa's kind of overextending, so let's fully charge Q. Wait, be patient, wait for them to move up, wait for my team to get here, and then ult Kai'Sa, and she's dead, just like that. Boom, and then we just chase Nautilus down. Cool, and it's free. That's a double kill. Let's run to Baron here. So I want to look for Jax, but we see top turret up, so you know what? We're going to let Jax leave, and we're just going to focus Baron here. Okay, now in my head I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to win this 50-50, right? What am I going to do to win this 50-50? Nocturne has a way to get into the pit with either the Blast Cone, which is now gone, or Nocturne ulti. So what we want to do here is we want to bait out Nocturne R. We want to wait for the Nocturne R and then commit to Baron. So we're pretty low, so this is a little scary. And then Akali goes in. I decide to commit for the pink ward here just to deny vision. It's gone. Cool. Let's commit to the Baron. He presses R. Stop hitting the Baron. We need to stop hitting the Baron. Cool. Nocturne's dead. Let's commit back to Baron. I am very strong here, so I commit. It's a double kill. I see Kai'Sa. She's gone. Press R. Cancel Nautilus R. Cool. Auto. And she's dead. And back onto Nautilus. And it's just free. What's the CDR on Q? It's very low. So I'm running a very high ability haste build. So let's actually check it out. I have 39% cooldown reduction. 40% essentially. So my Q is on a 3.6 second CD. 3 second cooldown. 3.6 second cooldown on my Q. The damage on this is crazy. So let's rewatch that fight again. And kind of explain what was I doing. So again, we're just looking for Nocturne R. We're looking for Nocturne R. Cool, we bring the Nocturne R. Stop hitting the Baron. He's in the pit. Kill. He's dead. Commit to Baron. Kill. Okay. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I want to fully commit here. We can, because we have the resources, and I'm very strong. Kai'Sa moves up. Just a little too far. I get a nice R to cancel Nautilus R, which actually saves my life. And yeah, at this point, Nautilus can't beat me 1v1. I'm just way too strong. I would have gotten a Penta, but you know, it happens, man. It's all good. Nothing much happens here. Again, we're telling ourselves, okay, Kog'Maw Soul, those are win cons, dude. Baron is also a win con as well, but that's not like the main win con we're playing for here. We managed to get the Baron. We see Dragon coming up, so we're gonna clear and we're gonna reset. Let's look at what we get. So we are Divine, Sterix, Manamune, and then we're building our GA. Stopwatch is extremely important, guys. If you guys can pick up Stopwatch on Vi this late into the game, it is very important. You want to pick up Stopwatch when... Oh, my bad. You want to pick up Stopwatch when you're fighting in a very important objective, because Stopwatch can easily change the tide of a fight, especially on Vi. It helps her so much. Vi isn't really a champion that has much escapes, so this helps. Kaisa moves up, she gets insta-ulted, and she just dies. At this point, it's just a little goose chase between me and Nocturne. So, I'm just using my Qs to just slowly catch up to him. Nothing big. Break the vision here. Nothing much happens. And then he dies. Yep, that's it. And since I spent all that time chasing, hey, I'm topside, let's just shove, right? Let's just catch this. We catch this. We catch the wave. Here, I commit to the turret. I know someone's going to come contest this, but I'm perfectly fine. I have stopwatch. I'm really, really strong. You can't fight me. So this is how you want to fight Jax. This is how you want to fight Jax here. Let me explain how you want to fight with certain champions with this form of CC. You want to use your ultimate when Jax is in Counter-Strike, right? You don't want to use your ultimate the moment he Counter-Strikes. You want to use it like a second after his Counter-Strike has been used. The reasoning for this is you want to keep Jax CC'd so he can't auto-attack you while he's in Counter-Strike. And you also want to negate the stun afterwards for as much as possible. So look at this. You can also use your Q to do that. So what I do is I Q, I space, right? I space myself from him, and then I press R. And then I absorb the CC, and he could not auto-attack me that whole time. Got one auto off, and then I kind of just like, I don't have to do this, but I feel like I want to. You know, it's a flex. Whatever. I'm just flexing on them at this point. And yeah, we just played through top, and the game just ends. The game just breaks. This is just a solid game. So definitely wanted to show you guys, just to give you guys a little bit of insight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps with the channel. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.